Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Boxing Empire, back to boxing. Now, man, David Benavidez, man, he fights Ellis, man, and wow, this is supposed to be a showing out fight for David Benavidez, man, and this was definitely a show out fight for him. He displayed a lot of his skills against Ronald Ellis, and his jab was on point tonight, his combinations are on point tonight, and his inside fighting was on point tonight. It was wild, man, because Ennis landed some clean punches on David, and he was just taking the punch. He was just taking the punches, man. Didn't look phased at all. A natural 168 fighter in Ronald Ennis couldn't even phase David Benavidez. And if you guys didn't know, during the Showtime commentating, they were talking about how Ronald Ennis actually beat Ugas doing the amateurs, and Ugas was on the card. If you guys didn't watch it, and for Golden Gloves. So this guy Ronald Ellis is actually an elite level fighter who fought the who's who around his division. So the guy has boxing ability. He was just fighting a bigger, stronger, more talented David Benavidez. I was really shocked at David Benavidez, man. He did some really good stuff that I didn't think he had the ability to do. It was weird, when David Benavidez throws combinations, he's like it's weird because he can fight in the inside really well for a tall person, and his arms are so long. There's times where Ennis had his guard up, and Benavidez would slap his hand down and smack him with the other hand, or he would just throw a punch, and his arms are so damn long, they're like wrap around Ennis and hit him somehow. With the craziest stuff I've seen in my life, and it wasn't like one or two shots. This guy was throwing combinations with like looping shots, and they're landing. David Benavidez is extremely dangerous. Understand that Ronald Ellis trains or at least he was in camp at one point with Canelo Alvarez, Andy Ruiz, and Ryan Garcia's. So he's been, taught a thing or two by them. And Ennis basically had no answer. He had a good round one, and after that, he was just getting completely dominated. I have the stats up here. You guys can see it. And here's some of the stats of the fight. And that was the story of the fight. It was basically Ennis having one good round, and then he started getting shook because he really couldn't hang with David Benavidez because of his length, because of his combinations and his power. At one point, David Benavidez was throwing all power shots, and I mean at one point, I mean the whole fight. I was sort of shocked at all the power shots he threw. It was just straight power. It was no touching the guy. It was just all power all the time, and it was wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. So we're gonna see, man. I mean, if I were Jamal Charlo, I'd be a little hesitant because this guy, David Benavidez, man, he has a solid A+ chin as far as his fight was concerned. Didn't even show phases of even being hurt, wobbled, none of that stuff. So, David Benavidez's height is gonna be a problem for Jamal Charlo. Now, David did get hit sometimes, but this is going to be a tough fight, man. This is definitely a 50-50 fight. I don't want anyone talking down of either one of these two fighters, David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo. They are incredible fighters, and that's the fight we want to see next. Now, David Benavidez basically beat Ennis into submission, and it was a technical knockout. Well, actually, no, it was a KO because the ref hopped in and stopped the fight. There was times in that fight where the corner was talking to Ellis, and talking about throwing in a towel and say, hey, you got to show me something. You're just getting beat. Eventually, the ref see enough, and David Benavidez was going for the KO, and he got the KO. So, yeah, I believe it was 11th round, 11th, 10th round, one of the two rounds. And it was a really good fight, though, man. It was an exciting fight. Ennis was gained sometimes. Unfortunately for him, his spurts weren't enough to keep David Benavidez off him. There's times where he had like a good spurt of energy, and he was trying to do something, but Benavidez walked through it. Let's walk through it. So yeah, man, we're gonna see, man. Understand that Benavidez is not gonna lay down like Sergey Kovalev and pity pat the guy. He's gonna actually come to fight, and this proved everything. He came to fight, walked forward, combinations, used his height, jab, combinations, body shots, really advanced stuff from my boy Benavidez, man. Great fight, great showing for the kid. Let me know you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.